righty, all right. Welcome in to Ball Bros Online Podcast. It is week 1 of the NFL football season. It is here.
Get it?
It is here.
We've
It's
been
time.
waiting so long.
Yes. Yes, this is our week 1, I say just breakdown, I would call that.
Pre-week one.
Pre-week 1. So yeah, we're gonna get into some news and notes.
Let's go.
Injury report, and then we'll get into our breakdowns here with our ballers of the week, or a player we pick each pick 3 players that we think we're gonna have a good week, and then there's some grenades of the week. I think that's self-explanatory. And then Tyler has a little fantasy Tinder game for us.
Ooh.
And that's what we'll end this with. So please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, the podcasts, and our TikTok at Ball Bros Don't Lie Podcast. You can find all that in the description down below. All right. Let's go.
All right.
Big
news week.
lot of nudes, and a lot of notes. Nudes and notes. It sounds like I'm saying nudes, but I'm saying news. Let's see here. Hunter Renfrow has signed and added to the Panthers roster. That's not surprising because they were actually looking at receivers after they traded Thielen.
And he was with them in the preseason.
Yeah,
I think he was part of the cut downs, so
yeah,
familiarity factor.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. They were like, yeah, we're gonna cut you, but if you make it through waivers, we'll re-sign you. And literally, that's what they did. Quinjon Junkins should be back to the team this week. He's still not signed. I have no idea what they're doing over there. Do you know, Tim or Tyler?
No,
I don't know. Because every time I hear something, it's like, oh, okay,
I don't. Back with the team this week, he was barely with the team most of the offseason.
Yes.
Mostly because he doesn't have a signed contract. So I think, exercise caution with Judkins. You're going to want to see how things shake out. I feel like the entire season for the Browns is going to be a bit in flux with the number of question marks they've got. But it should be fun.
Yeah, I hate that I drafted him now because of all this stuff.
I drafted him too.
Yeah. So, Tyler Warren has signed a 2-year extension. He's
Jaylen Warren.
Jaylen Warren. Signed a 2-year extension with the Steelers. That's not surprising either. He's they put a 10-year on him, and he's the starting running back for the Steelers so far. But we'll see what happens. I still have faith in Caleb Johnson that he'll get his work in. So
I think so too.
Bill is listed as the running back 4. That's disheartening, actually. I think I'd read in the notes that you put as that's a committee, as a grenade. So we'll just
okay. I actually put the Commanders running back room in my grenades list. So
okay, we won't. Yeah, then we'll move past that since there's a lot more that we'll talk about there. Travis Hunter will start as a wide receiver and be a backup cornerback, which is great because that's a lot of people were hesitant. What will Travis Hunter do and what the Jaguars are going to do with him now that he's listed as a receiver? That's very, very good. And I wish I'm
either gonna hate that I didn't draft him this year, or I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the same way because I was like, I don't know, and then every time I feel like drafting him, someone will draft him, so I'm gonna be upset.
There was 2 drafts this last weekend where Travis Hunter was in the queue, or not in the queue, but in the at least in the top 10 of the players available.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hit draft so bad, but I don't know. I'll wait till next year.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Or I can make a trade,
Or you can make a trade. Maybe he doesn't have a great first week, and then you can go to that person. It's like, oh, here, take this guy, and I'll trade you, and then he just blows up. Trevion Henderson is listed as number three running back. I don't think that will last, to be quite honest.
I think all these, depth chart, it's talk out of both sides of your mouth season
Yeah,
in the NFL. Uh, like everything is up in the air for these rookie running backs and the associated backfields. Like Bill, there's tons of hype around him, but we don't actually know what they're going to do. He's been flying up ADP boards in the past couple of weeks like nobody's business.
yeah.
Um, Travion, we know how explosive he is. They're going to get the ball in his hands. Like, you think they're really going to run Antonio Gibson and like over Travion Henderson?
No, I guarantee this is just a like a roster, like trying to like outsmart your or outthink your opponent, and they're just like, oh, he's the number three, so he may not be in, but
Oh,
I
we put him as number three.
yeah,
They're not going to think. They think he's not going to
yeah,
play.
there's no way that he's not gonna not play in any of these games. So I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, it's the shiny new toy. These teams have to find out what they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, shiny new toy.
Uh yeah. Um let's see. Caleb Johnson is listed as the running back three. It's really not. I mean, it's kind of surprising because Kenneth Gainwell is running back two, and uh, Caleb Johnson's way better than him. So we'll see how long that
Yeah,
lasts, and we'll once Kenny Gainwell like does something that like fumbles, which he has done, he will immediately be replaced. So I have
yeah,
Caleb. Yeah, I have Caleb in a few leagues. I'm just sitting on him and just be patient. Like I think he was, no, he wasn't one of my guys, but just be patient with him and just wait. You had something to say, Dame?
yeah. It's just these. There's probably going to be a ramp up phase for these rookie running backs, but it's week one. Play who you believe in.
Yeah,
Um, Trying to chase, you know, Bill Krosky Merritt having like a
Bill.
massive week one. Like, just have reasonable expectations
Yeah,
in the
don't.
first week, and
Yeah,
then reassess.
yeah, for sure. Uh, and Matthew Golden is listed as the wide receiver one. It's really not surprising because they have no one.
I mean, who
So
else?
and
Who
who
else were they
else?
going to put?
Yeah, Tucker
I feel like,
Craft. I would play
yeah,
Tucker Craft this week.
I feel like Matthew Golden was if you got him in a draft, he was going like eighth round, I think, seventh, eighth
Yeah,
round. I feel like that's a steal right there, just because Jaden Reed is, I
He has a
mean,
broken
yeah,
foot or something.
yeah, but he's still, I mean, they said he was still playing. And then Dontavian Wicks is slightly injured too. And
jeez.
so it's kind of just opening the board for Matthew Golden for being a nice candidate for a rookie of the year, possibly,
Yeah,
being a
definitely
wide
there.
receiver one.
And then this last one I actually really like is get ready to spin your fab. So
Oh, yeah.
if you don't know what fab is, it's free agent acquisition budget. So each league, if you play in a fab league, you get like a certain amount of money each year. It's fake money. It's not real. Just to clarify for that people like um so it's fake money. You bid on your waiver wire players that you want to grab, and it goes through just like a waiver wire. It'll go through for the top all the way down, and if you beat out everyone in that fab auction, and you'll get them. I think it's the most. A lot of people don't like it. I think
It's just fair.
it's the most fairest way to do a waiver wire. I don't
Yeah, I
care.
can't. I can't stand the
The just the
waiver priority
Yeah.
based on who
Uh,
sucked the worst.
I
Yeah, it's
hate
dumb.
Also last year I spent 50 half of my fab on Isaiah Likely last year after week one and
And you got nothing.
just got screwed.
Yeah, just got screwed. All right. We're gonna get through these injury reports pretty quick here. Lamar Jackson he has a foot issue, but he returned to practice and he'll start week one, which is good because I have him in a couple leagues. Matthew Stafford, his back is still bugging him, but he's gonna play. Just bang,
Oh.
bang, bangay it up, bro. That's all I gotta say. Heat, ice heat, ice heat, ice heat. Najee's eye, he was clear for contact on, expects to play on Friday. I don't think he plays on Friday. If he does, it's gonna be a very limited role, and
I
so
mean,
don't.
he's been out of practice for weeks.
He hasn't taken a snap in like a practice or been hit in a practice. So I would he's one of my grenades. Just a little teaser there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Devon A Chain, he was limited today in practice, but he's expected to go week one.
Oh God, I drafted him in a couple leagues.
I kind of hope he doesn't because I want Ollie Gordon just to go off
No,
and
never.
have the
Let's
best
have him
draft
play.
pick ever. The
Let's have him
next
play, please.
the next Derrick Henry. Joe Mixon, his ankle, he's expected to be out for 4 games. I think he'll be out even more. Uh, I don't think yeah, it says looks like the return for week 7, but I don't think that's going to happen because he's been out of longer than Najee has. So,
Yeah. A lot longer.
yeah.
And the
If
reports haven't been positive.
if if he didn't get drafted in your league, pick him up and put him on your IR and see what happens. That's my advice for that. Tajay Spears is on the IR with a high ankle sprain. If he's like again, if he's in your in that pool of waivers, go pick him up and just put him on your IR. See what happens. Because Tony Pollard's not gonna like be able to carry this whole workload. Even though it's his first couple of weeks is pretty good. Um, it's just a good idea. Just stash him, see what happens. And then Marshawn Lloyd, oh God, is out for the hamstring. Jesus.
Do not do not pick him up and put him on your
Don't pick him up and put him on your IR. He's on my dynasty team. God.
IR.
I drafted him in dynasty thinking I got a freaking steal, and he has not done anything. I am
He hasn't been healthy
he
at
hasn't
all.
been, yeah, it's so disheartening just looking at my running backs and just like, wow, he will never ever play or never ever see the field. And I'm about to put him on my IR right now. Boom. Done. Wide receivers, Hopkins, he is off the report and is good for week one. That's great. Jalen Reed, did not practice Wednesday. That's not great. I feel like he's going to be on this report every week,
For the
and
next 5 weeks.
yeah, so I haven't I have him in a league, and I'm hesitant to drop him and pick up Dobbs
I
or
I mean
just someone else. I mean,
it's not a bad idea because our next note is Dontavian Wicks is out or limited with a calf.
yeah, but
Savion Williams, the other rookie, has a hamstring.
yes,
So right now, for healthy receivers in Green Bay, it's just
yeah,
Golden and
and
Dobbs.
Christian Watson is on the pup,
Yep.
and he won't. I don't think he'll see a game. Yeah, it's so gross. So if you have Matthew Golden, probably he hit a
Yeah,
gold mine right there.
and Tucker Kraft
Yeah.
and Josh Jacobs.
And Josh Jacobs if they throw to him. Stephon Diggs, a slight knee injury expected, but he's expected to play. That's I should
Not
put him
encouraging.
not encouraging, and I would actually be putting him on my grenades list because I would rather see what happens. Uh,
He hasn't
yeah,
been great in a few seasons.
yeah. I mean, he was good. He was good on the Texans until his knee injury, and then not much now because he hasn't been
Yeah.
playing. So, Marvin Mims full practice with a after thigh and growing issue. Uh, so hopefully he'll play. There's no guarantee with that, but I hopefully he'll play. Jawan Jennings is limited with a calf injury. He's expected to play against the Seahawks this Sunday.
He just signed
Was
an agreement deal that will add 3 million in incentives to his contract.
Who said that? Say that again.
He just signed like an extra part of his contract that gives him an extra 3 million on his contract for incentives,
Oh, right on.
like catches and
Catches.
touchdowns and
Okay.
yards and stuff like that.
All right.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And then with the tight ends, Isaiah Likely, foot surgery, early season return expected. Maybe. Who knows? With that, it doesn't. There's no like. Yeah, I don't know. It says expected to be, but not week one. Expected to return, but not in week one. So I don't. I wouldn't put. I wouldn't pick him up and put him on the IR spot. Just if you're gonna do that, don't do that.
Yeah.
Advise not to. And then Kate Otten, leg. He has a leg injury. He'll be out a little bit, but doubtful for week one. No, wait, sorry. Week one is in doubt. Well, I don't think he'll play, but
Yeah.
Yeah, not anything super crazy there
no,
for
nothing
the
crazy.
tight ends.
So, well, that's the injury report. Let's get into our ballers of the week. Tyler,
Oh yeah.
let's go. I'm surprised
Hit me.
I'm surprised your dude is not on here.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
just.
was so certain he was going to be on here.
Oh no, that's just obvious.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my boy Jaden's gonna ball out this week.
All right.
On the other hand, Terry McLaurin, I don't know. But anyways, I have three people on here. They're not in a certain order, but will go with the one that I hope is that hope the one that hits. Geno Smith,
Oh,
not because I'm a Raider fan, but because I feel like he's
that's
a hit.
100% because why you're a Raider fan.
um, Last year Geno was QB 13. Um, just please, please, please help us, Geno. Please. Um, he has something to prove in the preseason. There was a couple games where fans were telling him he's washed, and they were smack talking him, and he kind of gave him the double bird.
Your own Raider fan, your own fans,
No, like
or like
uh,
Seahawks fans.
yeah,
Those
the
those
opponent's team,
guys.
yeah, the opponent's fans,
Oh, okay.
and he gave him the double bird, and I felt like he just did pretty solid in the preseason. He's under a pretty familiar offense with Pete Carroll. He's rallying the troops to help him. Got Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, and Dante Thornton being some underrated targets. And I just feel like Chip Kelly being I think he's a great offensive coordinator. Other people might say otherwise. But the last drive in the finale, Geno Smith drove down 6 yards and got a nice little fade to Dante Thornton and for a touchdown. So I just think Geno Smith is kind of flying under the radar. I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 quarterback, but I do think he's going to have a good week one, and I think he's going to be a top 15 quarterback again this year.
Yeah, I just drafted Geno yesterday in a
Yeah,
draft.
yeah.
Two
And
QB league, but
I
Nice.
have I have Deontay Thornton in the Dynasty League, so I have high expectation for them, and I have high expectations for this team, and it's a whole new team. Really, it's a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, new QB, so and a new running back that's you guys invested in. So,
Yeah.
the last time I saw them, they were playing the Niners, and they looked pretty good. So,
Oh yeah. He's I think he's gonna have a good year. Last year he had 21, I want to say 21 touchdowns last year.
mhm.
And quite a bit of plays that were, sketchy balls thrown. He had 38 plays that were, and it's actually ranked number one. So it's ranked number one of like plays that were in danger. He had pressure, 121 pressure throws. That was ranked number five. But passing yards, he had 4,320. That was number four. So I just think this year he's gonna be a little bit different this year. I feel like he has something to prove, a little chip on the shoulder, and I think he's gonna kill it this year. So hopefully he turns it around for Raider Nation.
For sure. All eyes on the Raiders and see how they are this year. So, let's go, Tim. Let's go with one of your guys. Ooh, I didn't get to read yours, so
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first person on my list is David Njoku. Um, I I got burned drafting Njoku maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and I think there's been that same story over and over and over and over again for fantasy owners of David Njoku. But the magic sauce is Joe Flacco and
yeah.
his
Yeah,
Flacco flingers.
I read
And
that. I started laughing.
but the pair of them did play together for 4 or 5 games in 2023. Yeah, weeks 13 to 17 of 2023. Um, and the results were thus: week 14, 24 fantasy points for David Njoku. 15, 25 fantasy points. Week 16, 13 fantasy points. Week
Yeah.
17, 18 fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
There's chemistry. There was chemistry there. There can be the chemistry there again. We know what we're going to get with Joe Flacco. He takes risks, he throws INTs, but he also completes big passes. So I like David Njoku uh, this week, especially because they're going up against Cincinnati, whose past D gave up the most points per game to tight ends last year. So I would say start David Njoku with confidence this week. If you have a question in your mind, just ride the Flacco wave.
Mm-hmm. Right, that
Yep.
Flacco way, baby.
Yeah, last year David Njoku had 97 targets, and that was number six out of all tight ends, which is pretty nice.
Very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't have any like. I mean, he's a tight end. The only way that I would like ever take Njoku if is Flacco was the quarterback, and he is, and they had a chemistry towards the end of that season, which helps. So, and he's going to be a big part of this offense. So, because they're going to have to throw the ball. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, 22, almost 23% target share last season.
very nice, very nice. All right. Well, I'll go. I don't have as if you could see our notes. I don't have anything written down. I just wrote down names. These guys did more research than me. So I'm just gonna go with my first guy as Roman Duze. He's apparently the wide receiver number two on the team. Um, he's a he's one of our. I think he was like my breakout player.
Yep.
So he did. Yeah, he was one of my breakout players. Last year obviously wasn't his great year as a rookie. He only had three touch three touchdowns. And he only had three games. One was in the top 10. The other two were in the top 20. But he's on the field more than 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Towards the end, towards the end he was not good, but he was on the field 92, 89, 83, and 73% of on the field. It was just a bad offense. But with Ben Johnson, I feel like he's going to be the
Yeah.
um I can't, I'm missing his name right now. The Jameson.
Amon Ra. Oh,
No,
the
not the
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams role, but I think he's a lot bigger than Jameson and a lot more stronger. So I think he'll get those touchdowns this year. And I think him and Caleb came in the same year, and I think they have a good chemistry together. If you didn't watch Hard Knocks last year, it was about or Yeah, it was about the Bears. Um, so he's my start for this week, my dude this week. So I'm playing him everywhere. Regardless of what happens, I'm still gonna play him. So even though it's Minnesota, their first game is Minnesota, they have a really good defense. But this is week one. A lot of things happen in week one.
Yeah.
So Rome's
Yeah.
my guy.
No, yeah. I think Roma Omadunze is gonna have a pretty good year this year. He's gonna. I think this is the year that boosts his ADP for next year.
Yeah,
Um, I think this is just gonna be a little bit more of his year because I think he's just been. Uh, I feel like he had such a high expectation coming into the league and being on the Bears and with Caleb.
yeah.
I feel like the expectation was probably out of reach for what the Bears could do. And I think with
It was,
some time with Caleb and an off season with Caleb, and
and
I haven't seen any bad reports about him and Caleb. So
no, and
I feel like they're getting down to business, and I think this is the year that
yeah,
Odunze is gonna kind of break out as what you said a couple episodes ago.
yeah.
Episode.
And this offense is a Ben Johnson offense. This is a very different offense than they ran
Yeah.
last year. It was just there. Ben Johnson has a way of featuring guys, and he's gonna figure out a way to get his guys the ball. So, all right, Tyler, give us your number two guy.
Ooh,
What are you gonna
oh,
go?
I don't
What are
know
you gonna
which one to
do?
pick because I'm excited about both.
Okay,
Let's go. My first guy right here, J.K. Dobbins.
very nice.
I like it.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. He won the starting job over a rookie that was, I feel like, expected to start. Are talking about RJ Harvey. RJ Harvey had a lot of hype around him. I feel like in the off season or in the training camp, RJ Harvey went fifth or sixth round, right? In drafts,
Yeah, I think so.
somewhere around there, maybe even sixth or seventh. But RJ Harvey was going pretty early in drafts, and J.K. Dobbins was late was late in the rounds. So the fact that J.K. Dobbins kind of won the job and won the hearts of Denver, I think that's pretty big, just because he's coming off an injury in Baltimore, where he was expected to start over there. Not Baltimore, sorry, Chargers.
Yeah.
Um, he was expected to start for the Chargers last year. Kind of had when he was in the game for the Chargers, you wanted to start him. I drafted him last year, and in my head, when he was going against Gus Edwards, I was like, this is an easy pick of who I want out of the backfield for that. So I think J.K. Dobbins winning the starting job means a lot. And honestly, I just think he's due for a season. He's due for a good season, and he's due to last a whole season. You know, he's been plagued with injuries, so it's kind of like that Christian McCaffrey um, kind of situation here, where the last, I think, 3 or 4 years he's been in the league, he's gone hurt and hasn't played a full season. So hopefully that changes this year because J.K. Dobbins is a sick running back. When he's on the field, he gets you fantasy numbers, and I've been a fool about drafting him every year, and I've seen what he can do. It's just him staying on the field is the problem. So hopefully J.K. Dobbins is healthy this year, and I think he's going to be honestly a great player this week.
For sure.
Yeah, he was good last year. Uh and he played the majority of the season, but like you said, injuries have plagued him through his career. He's only played 22 games over the past 4 seasons. Um but has really been serviceable every time he's been on the field.
Yeah,
His rookie year, where he played 15 games and then had the catastrophic injury, over 6 yards a carry. on 134 carries. Had 195 carries last year. That yards per carry was down a little bit at 4.6, but still a respectable number. And then a career high in targets last year with 38 targets. So could be a little more passing work, especially with the Sean Payton offense. It'll be interesting to see how they use him and how that backfield shakes out. But yeah, I'm with you. He's worth a start this week.
Yeah, and last year too, J.K. Dobbins, the first 2 weeks he was a top five running back for 2 weeks in a row. Granted, the first week was against the Raiders, and
And
then,
then the Panthers.
and then the Panthers, but you know, still top five running back first 2 weeks. So gets off to a hot start. Um, so J.K. Dobbins, let's go. I'm starting him this week in my dynasty,
Nice.
and I'm starting him in one other league as well.
Yeah, I have
As
him.
a flex, as a flex.
Yeah. Tim, is he? Did we draft him in our that Mega Bowl league?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
I think I have him in that one and one with yeah. Me and Whitney did one too, and we have him too. So we're
Yeah, I
playing
like
we're
him.
playing him because we don't have really anyone else. 'Cause we took a
Long as he
look.
stays healthy.
As long as he stays healthy, and we'll be fine. So
Yeah, as long
And
as he
and
stays healthy, he puts in work, and he's a good guy for fantasy. He just needs to stay on the field.
yeah, tough runner. And that Denver offensive line is really good.
I agree. So all right, Tim, give us your second guy.
Who is my second guy?
Ooh, it's my favorite guy in the world.
Yeah, all right. So my second guy, my second baller of the week is Emeka Ibuka.
Buka.
Uh, yep. He's getting lots of hype this offseason and through the preseason. He's looked really good. Gotten a ton of praise from players and coaches down in Tampa Bay. Um, the opportunity is there. And even if it wasn't for the injuries, I think he would have his play would have gotten him this opportunity. But he's going to come in as the number two beside Mike Evans in week one. Godwin's out for multiple weeks still, coming back from injury. And then the Atlanta defense, I think this one might end up being a bit of a shootout. So there should be plenty of yards and scoring to go around. But the Atlanta defense gave up the fourth most fantasy points to wide receivers last season.
Yeah.
So he's good. The Atlanta defense is not good. He's got the opportunity, he's got the talent, and he's got a quarterback who will get him the ball. So I would easily start Ibuka as my wide receiver too. I would love to, in fact. I
Yeah,
missed out on him in a number of my leagues, but
You have
I
him.
wish that I had him.
Yeah, you got don't I thought you have him. Don't you didn't you have him in
Oh,
our
do I?
I thought you drafted him in our QB league or no?
Oh,
Or- I
maybe
could
I
be
did.
I could be
I
wrong.
don't. I don't think so. He was in the top of my queue though. Actually, I think the guy right before me took him.
Mm, mm.
he got a touchdown on the Steelers in the preseason, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Ooh,
He caught a fade from Teddy. But
yeah. I mean, he's wide receiver too. Chris
it
Godwin's
that
out.
doesn't
Jalen McMillan's out.
it doesn't matter.
Kate Otton's out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's gonna get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. If I fall flat on my face, I'll fall flat on my face with him. But he's gonna play, and
yeah, for
He,
sure.
there. This is every time the Bucks and Falcons play, it's always a shootout. I feel like either
yeah.
either they're scoring them like multiple, they're going back and forth, and they're I don't Atlanta's defense. I don't know how much have they improved, but last year they were not the best defense.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with Bucky Irving, Rashad White, I think not being the heart of the offense right there,
yeah,
but that's definitely something that the Buccaneers definitely want to use, and that's I want to say that their identity right now is Bucky Irving and Rashad White, that committee right there. But besides that, the only target that Baker has is Mike Evans, and you know, the best corner is going to cover Mike Evans because you need to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's going to open up in Egbuka for whatever Baker can find him with.
sure.
I wonder if we can see, we could see a breakout similar to I think it was Godwin's second season when he kind of broke out beside Mike Evans.
Yeah,
But was just a complete monster for fantasy that year.
yeah. He won a lot of. I think I drafted him that year, and he was just amazing. Like
Yeah, 2019.
I think he won a lot of people leagues because he was just on fire. So
1,333 yards and 9 touchdowns for Godwin in 2019.
yeah,
Wide receiver two.
I receiver too. That's
And
awesome.
not even that many targets. 121 targets. That's like 50 less than Jamar Chase gets.
Yeah, Chris Godwin's is gonna miss the first 4 to 5 weeks, so at least Egbuka is gonna be a nice start for at least those, and when Godwin's out.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'd love to
Oh.
have Godwin in my IR slot.
All right. It's my turn.
Yep.
All right. I only have two players and they're both running backs, so I'm gonna go. This is not a because I'm a Steelers fan. This is Jalen Warren. He is the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are playing the Jets. They'll have a good defense, but he's gonna get a lot of work and just and he's going to get a lot of passing volume, especially from Aaron Rodgers. Um, over last season, he was in one, two, three, four, five. In 5 games, he was the top 25 for running backs, even being behind Najee. He's put in a lot of work this year. I've just the reports. Even though this is like his first time actually being a starter, I think he'll rise to the occasion, and I think he's at least a good flex. He's a good flex for this week. I wouldn't put him in as like a running back two or anything like that, but if you need a really solid flex, I think he's a good flex this week, and I think if Kenneth Gainwell's his backup, then he's gonna just Arthur Smith is
Yeah.
just gonna run the crap out of Jalen Warren until he breaks, and that's
Uh,
all you can hope for. So I mean, he's a starting running back on an offense, and yeah. So I don't know what else to give you, but that that's my flex for the
I
pretty
week.
always
effective in the pretty effective in the passing game too.
Yes, very effective.
Number six among running backs last season in yards per route run at 2.5 yards per route run.
Hmm.
So good upside there as well. Tyler, you had something?
no, I always forget that Aaron Rodgers is a Steeler,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
so I feel like that kind of helps the passing game a lot, quite a
Yeah,
bit.
it does. And especially if they get like I don't think they'll be down in this game, but it Aaron Rodgers he won the job because he's an elite pass protector. So that's the one reason why he's starting. So I expect them to one get targets and then two get as many touches as Arthur Smith is going to get. So, you guys got anything else?
It's not the sexy pick, but
No,
it's very
it's
effective for a
definitely not.
slot for
Yeah.
a flex position.
Yeah. So, all right, Tyler, let's your last player.
God, Xavier Worthy.
All
Yeah.
right.
I drafted him in all of my leagues if I could. I'm pretty sure 3 out of 4 leagues I have him in. I got him in the keeper league. I don't have him in my dynasty, and I got him in the other 2 leagues that I'm in. So I'm really on Xavier Worthy this year, even when Rashi Rice comes back. Um, I think the whole thing when Rashi Rice comes back, that Xavier Worthy, I feel like people have been saying that Xavier Worthy is going to be like basically gone when Rashi Rice comes back. And I don't think that's true. Um, Last year, Patty and Xavier Worthy had a good connection. Um, Travis Kelsey and Patty will always be like the Chiefs duo that everyone thinks of. But I think like Xavier Worthy and Patty Mahomes is going to be that new duo, the new exciting duo for the Chiefs. Um, Also, too, Xavier Worthy is nice on the deep ball. He has speed, so it's a big chance for big hefty plays for a lot of points in one play. So I think Xavier Worthy is going to be a nice little pick for Week 1. Patty Mahomes likes to get off to a nice start in the season, so I think he's going to heavily target Xavier Worthy more than he does Travis Kelsey. Um, Second year, Xavier Worthy, and I think that getting that second year uh, of Xavier is going to be just a little bit more comfortable for him. He knows the offense,
Yeah.
and he's gonna do what Patty Mahomes likes, which is when he gets out of the pocket, he goes somewhere where it's open. He goes to the open area, and he has the speed for that. And I think with Raj Rice being out, um, Patty Mahomes doesn't have too many options to throw to besides him and Travis. So Xavier Worthy is my start for the week. He started in all my leagues, and I'm rocking with him the whole year, to be honest.
I like it.
Yeah. 4 weeks last year. Oh, actually, only 4 weeks last year was Xavier Worthy on the field for more than 80% of snaps. It was weeks 14 through 17. I think Rashi Rice was out.
Yeah.
And they had some more injuries, but he was super productive with those, right? 6 targets, 11 targets, 11 targets, 9 targets. Um, and then 7 fantasy points, 17 fantasy points, 17 fantasy points, 19 fantasy points. So he's proven he can do it. And in year two, with a whole off season under his belt, I agree. I think he's got a lot of potential, especially while Rice is suspended.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He gets quite a bit of targets. In design targets, he was ninth. He was 19. He's someone that Patty Mahomes wants to target, and he's the kind of player that Patty Mahomes likes to throw to. So
I
Xavier Worthy, come on,
yeah.
win me my
Come on
league.
down.
I got it. Yeah, I get it. With we don't the Rashid Rice is suspended for 6 games. I feel like that's gonna um get reduced. If not, um it's still 6 games. So and then with Travis Kelsey is just gonna get the check down routes. Um but with Worthy, he is the only deep threat. I wouldn't put any stock into Juju there.
Yeah, no. I
There
mean, they got
is
Hollywood too, but he hasn't been healthy in a couple
Yeah,
years. And
Hollywood's there too, but I don't. I just feel like Andy Reid knows how to scheme up plays for his guys, and Xavier Worthy is one of his guys that he can definitely scheme up and get open, and he's just the speed that he has is unreal.
yeah,
So I don't,
Mhm.
I don't, I don't feel like he's not going to get unnoticed there. So
Yeah, last year in the playoffs,
yeah,
and
the playoffs, he definitely stepped up.
yeah, he blew up against the Buffalo Bills.
Hmm.
7 targets, caught 6 of them, 85 yards, which is not great, but not terrible. 12 yards per target, 14 yards per catch, and a touchdown. And against in the Super Bowl, 8 for 8. That's crazy. Eight for
Yeah,
eight, 157 yards, uh,
yeah,
20 yards for yards per target and yards per catch, and 2 touchdowns.
yeah,
So I think I think that was the the site that they needed to see Xavier Worthy. And even when Rashi Rice comes back, I don't think Rashi Rice is going to be. Yeah, he's going to be gone for 6 weeks,
hmm
and that's when you start building relationships with your receivers, and if Patty Mahomes creates a nice relationship with Xavier Worthy in those 6 weeks, Rushy Rice, he is going to be a factor for sure. But I don't. Xavier Worthy can take over.
Yeah, and with that performance in the Super Bowl, right? I mean, you've got to think, you know, Patrick Mahomes trusted him in the biggest of moments. There should have some carryover into this
Absolutely,
season.
absolutely. That was one of the biggest reasons why I
I
drafted him
love
this.
it.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that Super Bowl performance. He was
Yeah.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. And they
8 for 8 is crazy.
and they lost.
Yeah.
And they lost
Well,
too. So, all right. Tim, let's go with your last guy.
all right, my last guy. This one was a little tough for me to come to terms with.
Ew.
Um, but the
Gross.
reasoning makes sense. It feels disgusting,
It
man.
does.
Like have you ever played that Bean Boozled game with the Jelly Bellies?
Yeah.
No. Wait, what is it called?
It's called Bean Boozled. So the jelly beans, so like you've got the green Jelly Belly, and it could either be green apple or booger flavor,
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
but they
never
look exactly the same.
never done that.
I feel like
Is there
Aaron
is
Jones would be a
Aaron
great.
Joe's is a booger jelly bean then?
I feel like he's going to be a booger all the time, right? But when I actually kind of sat back and thought about it, maybe he's a green apple
Oh,
for at least the first couple weeks of the season. So Aaron Jones is a
until
proven commodity in the passing game.
yeah, so until they realize Jordan Mason is way better than him. But I get it.
That's why it's week one, and I probably won't have him
Yeah,
on here for the rest of the
yeah.
season.
If
Um,
I don't, do you guys remember when he got injured last season, or was he on was he on
which
Green Bay?
time?
No, it was 2 years ago. His last year on Green Bay. I think it was against the Bears, and he ran like for like a 30-yard touchdown, and immediately after he scored, he pulled his hamstring.
Oh yeah.
I'm like that was I'm like then there it is. That's the end of the season for him for a while. So it was just I just the thing with Aaron Jones, like I'll let you finish, but he's just every time I see him, I just think of like he's gonna get hurt within like the first 2 weeks, and you're screwed. So, but I understand where you're coming from here. So go ahead.
Yeah, and he was actually pretty healthy last year, right? Um, for the most part, which I wouldn't have predicted either. Played in all 17 games
Yeah.
for the second time in his career, actually. Oh no, 2019 was a 16 game season. So the third full season of his career last year, which is great. Um, he's not a rushing touchdown guy anymore. That's just not going to happen, especially with Jordan Mason there. He's going to get all those goal line carries. Uh, but with what the Vikings have going on in week one, right? Jordan Addison suspended. Justin Jefferson coming back from, I believe, a hamstring injury.
Yes.
Yep.
He's been practicing, but I get the feeling they may put him on a snap count just to prevent any sort of, you know, recurrence of those injuries. You've got TJ Hawkinson, but with those Jordan Addison targets, you don't. Adam Thielen is not Jordan Addison,
Yeah.
right? Adam Thielen doesn't have familiarity with JJ McCarthy at all. And the little bit of familiarity that the other receivers have with JJ is minimal at best. And so where does a quarterback go when things break down? Goes to your pass catching running back.
Yep.
Especially in week one, it's JJ's first regular season game. Aaron Jones is the proverbial safety valve. He's been that in the past. Um, and the Chicago defense, they were the worst defense. They're going to be the worst defense, at least based on last season's numbers, the Minnesota faces all year, in terms of giving up running back fantasy points.
Yeah, and they're also I think they're down. Their number one DB has not practiced this week. I think he's dealing with like a hamstring. So the Bears defense is not gonna look good this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Aaron Jones with the whole injury thing, and it's it's tough to have him. It's tough to have him, but you know when he's on the field, there is one, two, three, four, five, 6 games last year where he was in the top 15. It's just kind of just one of those, and one of those games was against Chicago. Two, and actually both games when they played Chicago, he was running back 8, and then he was running back 7. So against Chicago, he has good luck against Chicago. He had 22 attempts and 106 yards with a touchdown, few catches, and then the second game he was RB7, 18 attempts, 86 yards and a tuggy, couple catches, nothing crazy, but he does have good games against Chicago.
Yeah.
And with the rookie quarterback, you already know, rookie quarterback relies on the running back heavily. Um, so I'm right there with you, Tim. I think Aaron Jones is a good streaming option this year. We're not saying this is a good start for the season. Sometimes you got to streamline some players for some good things to happen in your league.
Yeah. And if he has a good week one, perfect
Trade
trade bait,
trade
right?
him away.
With all the Jordan Mason hype, if it comes around and people are like, "Oh man, Aaron Jones had a top 10 week," flip him for whatever you can get.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
Josh, if you have him, I will trade him for a couple picks next year, huh?
No, I'm not trading anyone.
Just
No,
for in our
my
keeper league, Josh
my
traded
I
four
tr
of his draft picks
yeah.
last season.
Yeah, I had yeah. I still feel like I came out pretty good in that draft. So, all right. Oh, I'll with that being said, I'll go with I did draft him, but I'll go with my last guy is James Conner.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Boo.
going against
Well,
the Saints.
Oh
let's
no,
just
wait. Sorry, we're on. I was looking at the wrong section.
oh.
Yay!
Yeah. Just to give you some clarity, James Conner will be playing the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers for the first 2 weeks. That should give you an indication of these two defenses are not good. One, the New Orleans defense is horrible, and they will be the first pick in the draft this coming year. And Carolina's
It's
defense,
not just their defense.
it's not
It's that
just it's
We
yeah,
talk about
everything's a mess.
everything is
Spencer
a mess.
Rattler is the starting quarterback.
Spencer
Oh,
Rattler,
we're gonna get into Spencer Rattler
yeah,
here in a little bit.
They're going
and
through the ship.
yeah, and Carolina's defense was one of the worst defense last year. When James Conner played the Carolina defense, he was a running back 6. So just he James Conner may be like in the top 10 in the next for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, he was
Eventually,
running back 10 last year.
yeah. So eventually he may, and then maybe you can flip him for something because after that he's playing San Francisco and Seattle. They're
Ooh.
both tough matchups, but I do believe he'll get his. Um, he was running back 17 against the Niners, their first game, and then against Seattle, they played him twice or once? No, once. No, twice. Where's the other one? Hmm. The first game against Seattle he was the running back 26, and then the second game he was the running back 7. So, it's not a bad look. It's not a bad couple weeks for him, but just he's very consistent. He's very reliable, and you know, we Tim, do you have any idea what this offense is going to look like? It's just featuring James Conner, and then hopefully Marv has
I mean, I
Starting
hope it features Kyler's legs a little bit more.
yes,
But back to James Conner real quick. Like he's, the last 2 seasons, he's had the 2 highest yards per carry of his career,
hmm
which is crazy. Uh, Considering, well, when he was in Pittsburgh, actually, has the offensive line been decent in the past like 6 or 7 years
yeah,
in Pittsburgh?
yes, he was. He was very good in Pittsburgh.
So there's going to be a lot of James Conner. There's going to be a lot of Marvin Harrison. There's going to be a lot of Trey McBride. They have improved their offensive line a bit. It was actually like not a horrible unit last year, and it got a little better this offseason. So I think should be a top 12 offensive line for the Cardinals. I'm excited to see. I'm really hoping to see Drew Petzing open up. Actually, is it Drew Petzing? I think that's who it is.
The offensive
Anyways,
coordinator.
yeah, offensive coordinator. I'm hoping they open things up and get a little bit more creative. The only thing is I do think we're going to see more of Trey McBride this year
Yeah.
from
I mean,
like a carry share standpoint.
yeah. I mean, maybe for the first. It all depends on he is 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's on the I think he's on the backside of 30 years old. So maybe they get a couple weeks out of him and then they start to transition to Trey Benson, but
No,
Or a timeshare type of
or a
situation.
timeshare type of things. But
no.
if I would just ride it out with James Conner until it falls off.
Right till
So
the wheels
Yep.
fall off.
yep, just ride it till the wheels fall off. So
This was the first year I drafted. Every time, I don't know why, but the last couple years, I wasn't able to draft James Conner because he either got picked before me right when I was going to, or I was just like, I don't know if I like the Cardinals offense, so I just kind of passed on him. And every time I go against them, I go against James Conner, I regret not taking him. So I got him in the keeper league this year, so I'm glad I have him on my team this year. And I hope Trey Benson doesn't get any carries, and I hope James Conner is the number one running back for the Cardinals for the whole season and doesn't share any carries.
yep,
I got Trey Benson in the Dynasty League, so I would love to see some carries Trey
No,
Benson's way.
for sure.
preferably not.
All right. Well, that is it for our ballers of the week, and then we're gonna get through these grenades. I don't have much. I don't have anything written down. Just a couple names here. I'm just gonna say them. It is Brees Hall and Najee Harris.
Oof.
They're
Uh,
slam dunk grenades.
yes.
Yeah.
With with I'm just this is just what I feel with Brees and the Jets offense. It's gonna be a timeshare. They are like during the offseason, if you didn't know what they were talking about with Brees Hall, the head coach was like, "Oh, we'll see how it goes." So they're just not probably going to feature him, and yeah, I just think he's a grenade this week,
I just
especially.
Yeah,
Brees Hall is like, I can't believe Brees Hall is still going in the top 2 to 3
that blows my
complete
mind.
rounds.
Yeah, and
Like,
then
I don't
go
understand it.
go ahead.
No, I just can't understand it. He was running back 17 last year. And every time for the past 3 years, he's been going in the first 3 rounds
Hmm.
and he just doesn't deliver. And on a terrible offense,
Yeah,
it might be a little bit better this year with Justin Fields, but Braylon Allen's looking a little bit better. So I don't know. Brees
Bill
Hall,
Allen looked good last year, and he looks even better this year.
yeah. So I mean, I there was a couple of drafts where Brees Hall was in the top players to be drafted. Um, and in the chat they were saying, I can't believe he passed Brees Hall, and I was like, holy crap.
Give me
But
some of what y'all smoking.
yeah,
yeah, sure.
but honestly, when you look at Brees Hall's schedule strength this year, there's a lot of green on his
Yeah, they
schedule
have
this year. So
they have a good schedule coming up, but I just I
maybe if you stream, I mean, if you do have him, if you could trade for him or something like that, maybe you can stream him against the Carolina Panthers or the Browns or something like that. But having him start as a running back 2 or running back 1 is just crazy to me.
yeah, for sure. And then my other one was Najee. He obviously has not been playing at all, and if If Omarion just is great, not even great, good enough for Jim
Yeah.
Harbaugh, he is not going to see the field. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, he'll see the field, but he's not going to see much as they thought they were going to do with him. So, yeah, don't play Najee.
Yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad for Najee. You know, he's from the area where I live.
Yeah.
Um, highly touted, highly drafted, looked amazing at Alabama. Can't break a tackle in the NFL very well.
Wait, Najee Harris is from Northern California?
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
like Al
Antioch.
Antioch, yeah.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm not. I didn't touch Najee in any drafts this year.
No.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't have him even in a flex spot in week one.
Yep.
Um,
I wouldn't
and
even, yeah.
even
If you
yeah.
draft, yeah, I wouldn't even draft him this year. So, all right, Tim, why don't you go through your three guys, your three grenades?
All right, I'll run through these pretty quick.
I'm gonna throw up just looking at him. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, throw up them powdered donuts.
Yeah.
All right, my first grenade's Chris Olave. This
My
is a bit
God.
of a given, I feel like, but he's still going pretty high in drafts.
Crazy.
And
Absolutely crazy.
yeah, I mean, people like the draft capital that people are spending on him, they're going to want to start him, right? Uh, so they're playing Arizona. The defense is very much improved. And not only are they improved, but their focus this offseason has been getting more violent as a unit. They've already got Buda Baker. They've got a guy, Taylor Demerson, I think I can't remember his first name, but they are absolutely guys who will take your head off. Um, and with Chris Olave, that's not a good thing, right? So there's the injury risk that we all know about with the concussions he missed. I think he only played 8 games last year. Um, the biggest problem that he's got is Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler was horrible last year. He was number 40 among quarterbacks in completion rate. Sure, he didn't start the whole season, but he started enough. Uh, so I've got some interesting kind of deeper stats or metrics here. So Spencer Rattler's clean pocket completion rate was 57%. That ranks number 39. For comparison, take another guy who we don't think is great at passing the football, Danny Dimes, or better known as Daniel Jones. He ranked number 29 in that category last year, and his clean pocket completion percentage was 65%, a full 8% higher than Spencer Rattler's. And we
Jeez.
all know he was bad. Like it's bad. And so Spencer Rattler was worse significantly. And that's clean pocket. That's when everything goes well, right?
Yeah.
His ability to complete the ball. Um, even more gross. And again, with Olave kind of being that deep threat, Spencer Rattler's deep ball completion percentage last year was 18%. That's horrendous.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely
garbage.
horrendous.
Yeah.
So, for all of these reasons, I would stay away from starting Chris Olave this week.
I mean, why don't they just start Taysom Hill?
Well, he's injured.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
hurt.
God. That is,
He tore his ACL last year, right?
oh, that is right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he did.
Yeah, torn ACL. Uh, so we'll see. I don't know when he's due back. Um, but Taysom Hill is a guy like an IR stash candidate for me at some point during the year when we start to understand what a timeline for his return looks like.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't have. He's their best quarterback, their best tight end, and probably their second best running back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely crazy how high Chris Olave is going in drafts, or how high he went in drafts this year. For all the reasons you just said, Tim. Because like every time I saw him in the queue, I was like, how is he even this high in ADP?
Yeah.
I just with the injuries, his quarterback. I feel like the last couple years he wasn't even a force to be reckoned with in fantasy. So it's really crazy how high he's going and how high people are picking him.
I mean, he's a really good receiver. Like on a
Yeah,
different team, I would be high on him.
for sure.
But the situation in New Orleans is dire.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It makes me not even want to pick Alvin Kamara.
I didn't. I've gone away from every Saints player in my drafts this year.
Yeah. Holy moly.
All right. Second grenade on my end, Javonte Williams. Uh, his ADP has been rising heading into the season. He's number one on the depth chart. I don't think anybody thought that would be anything different because the Cowboys didn't do really anything at running back besides bringing him in and drafting Jaden Blue. Sure, they brought in Miles Sanders, but I don't anybody with in their right mind isn't going to think that Miles Sanders is going to get a bunch of carries. He's been awful for years. Um, so there's the threat from Jaden Blue, who again we'll see what we have in Jaden Blue, but the little flashes. I think we saw some flashes in the preseason. The Cowboys haven't really come out and stood behind Javonte Williams at any point and said, yeah, he's going to get the majority of the work. So we'll have to see what that looks like. And in week one, the Cowboys are going up against the Philly defense.
Oh,
They were
Yeah.
number one last year. I mean, we all saw what they did in the Super Bowl. We saw what they did all season. That defense is disgusting.
yeah.
Um, they only gave up 14.4 fantasy points per game to the running back position overall.
Wow.
So it's a
He
rough
just,
go.
they just,
Stay away from Javante this
yeah.
week.
I wouldn't trust Dallas Cowboy running back, any of them right now, just
You can
because
stash Jaden Blue if you want.
you could
I'm fine with
stash
that.
Jaden Blue because I feel like they're just with the Micah Parson trade. I feel like they're just gonna be playing catch up with whatever whoever they play because that's just the way it's gonna be. And maybe Jaden Blue will be that third down back that just gets all the receiving work, or they're just in like just they have to pass the ball. So Jaden Blue is gonna be on the field more than him, but
Yeah.
that's not always a guarantee. So
And it's there like there's a non-zero chance that the situation completely devolves in Dallas this year. Between the Micah Parsons thing, you know, the coverage that Jerry Jones is getting and defending himself in the media, uh, if things don't start going well, like at what point does CD Lamb start to get upset? Does George Pickens get upset about his target share?
oh, they'll definitely be upset. George Pickens will throw a fit.
Yeah,
Get my
I-
boy targets.
it's my boy.
I drafted him in a couple leagues
Well,
this
I
week.
mean, even if so, like even if like let's just say like Dallas has to be or is going to be playing from behind every game, so the targets will go up for George, CD definitely, but it's it and it's not going to be sustainable because it's just they'll
Yeah,
have no defense and they'll just be losing games by either a lot or by very little. So, or they're
yeah,
just going to be in shootouts all week. So,
it's got all the makings of a powder keg that could go boom
yeah,
at any time. Um, so I would love to see that happen,
yeah,
and I'm here for it.
Yeah, this section is going to turn bad if Cowboys go to the Super Bowl this year.
All right, all
I
right,
mean, I
Tim.
wonder what their odds are. I'm certainly not betting on them.
No, I wouldn't. Tim, give us your last one.
All right, last one. Justin Fields. Again, ADP has been rising. He's a rushing threat. That's great. He's not the best passer, and in fact, that hasn't really ever been a huge part of his game. A lot of his fantasy value has been uh,
Rushing.
in the rushing game. But on the rushing front, and this impacts Brees and Braylon Allen as well, but Elijah Vera Tucker, significant arm injury. It looks like he could miss the entire season. He's a very good run blocker. And so, in practices heading into week one, you have a shakeup on your offensive line, which doesn't bode super well for Justin Fields. He had all sorts of offensive line problems when he was in Chicago. Uh, Targets outside of Garrett Wilson are what? Alan Lazard and Joshua Palmer.
Dick.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Um, he had a career low in yards per carry on the rushing front last year, 4.6 yards per carry. Again, that's right in the same range as who did I mention earlier? That's James Conner yards per carry.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a little bit better than like rushing quarterbacks are a little bit higher than that. And going back to the passing piece, right? Spencer Rattler, we said was not good. Justin Fields isn't great either, especially on the deep ball, right? Which is where Garrett Wilson's going to get a bunch of his points or on deep ball touchdowns. And that deep ball catchable pass rate from Justin Fields last season was 27%. I mean, that's catchable. That's not completion percentage. That's catchable passes on the deep ball, right? So 63 out of 100 deep balls that Justin Fields throws were not catchable, which is crazy to me.
That is. I think it was our quarterback last year. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's that like we said, the Jets offense. I mean, there's two Jets players here. It's just we have no idea what this offense is going to look like,
Yeah.
and we just yeah.
And they have a defensive head coach, right? Aaron Glenn.
But yeah,
I
so
was hoping the Jets were going to be a little bit, going to do a little bit more work on their offense this year. They got picked up Justin early in the offseason. I was hoping they were going to make some moves. I actually had Justin Fields in my top 15 early in the year when we were talking when we like a few months ago, and the more I got closer to the season, the farther away Justin Fields got away from my top 15. So
yeah,
tough.
very tough. All right, Tyler, let's go through your three. Well, two really, and then it's committee.
Yeah, basically five.
Yeah.
First one, I said this in the grenades episode, Tyreek Hill. Uh, Last year I drafted him and I was so hyped.
Got burned.
Week one, he was wide receiver 4. And I was like, oh, yes, I got the Tyreek Hill effect on my team. And I didn't get that until week 11. And guess who it was against? Want to take a guess?
The
Raiders.
Raiders.
The Raiders. It
Raiders.
was wide receiver 15. But yeah, he just recently got named. My bad. He actually did not get named a captain this year. So you already know that's gonna,
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna ruffle up some feathers. And I just think Devon Achane is just gonna be the heart and soul of that offense. Um, Tyreek Hill he's not gonna be great this year. I think this is just the second year of him not being who he's gonna be.
Hmm.
Last year he was wide receiver 21. Uh, you know, for the past 2 months, he's been dealing with an oblique injury, and then is also dealing with a calf injury, which was recently reported about the
he's
calf.
also supposedly unhappy.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
Supposedly he's unhappy.
supposedly probably has another baby mama. So, like, good lord, like what doesn't this guy have going on this off season? So Yeah, I stayed away from him this year, and just I just think he's not going to be great this whole year. I think that's going to be Devon Achian's team this year. The only person I drafted this year from the Dolphins was Devon Achane, and I'm very surprised that Tyreek Hill went in the third round, third or fourth round, I think. So
Yeah.
maybe in second round, but yeah, that's my first grenade for many reasons. Second one to kind of tag along with Tim with Chris Olave. Uh, I'm really sad to kind of put this on my grenade list because he is Mr. Consistent. Alvin Kamara. Uh, I think every year he's been in the NFL, he's been a top 15 running back. Last year he was running back 11, and I think that streak ends this year. Um, just because it can't be sustainable to take the workload that he's gonna have this year.
And he's also like 30.
Yeah, he's 30 this year. He's gonna take every catch. He's gonna take every running. Who's his backup?
I
I
want
don't
to
know. No one.
I want to say
Kendra. Yeah,
Kendra
it's
Miller.
Kendra. They do have a
Yeah,
rookie, Devin Neal,
Yeah.
yeah.
but
So
I mean, that's it.
I mean, might as well just plug him in at quarterback and see if he does well at quarterback. Says that would be a better chance than Spencer Rattler.
They should run the Wildcat.
Yeah, dude. So it's I'm pretty sad to put this guy on my grenade list because I love him. I think he's a great player, just on a terrible offense.
Yeah.
Um, so Alvin Kamara for many reasons. Hopefully he proves me wrong. Hopefully, stays in that top 15, but I think it's just gonna be super hard for him to even break that top 15. So that's my second grenade, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
And then my last grenades, plural,
Plural.
uh, the Commanders running back room. A lot of hype kind of going into it. There's
Yeah.
a lot of controversy, not controversy, but a lot of questions with Brian Robinson being traded
The Niners.
to the Niners. You have Austin Eckler starting,
But
and
he can't, there's no way he can be a workhorse.
No.
yeah, exactly,
Not at his age right now.
exactly. So like, how is this committee going to work? Even we stated earlier that Bill is RB4, but on sleeper right here he is RB2. So there's just a lot of questions going on in that running back room. I feel like whoever's hot is going to take the game over,
Hmm.
and whoever gets hot more often is going to be the starting running back. And I really hope it's going to be Bill, just because I drafted him in a couple leagues, and he also got quite a bit of hype going on in the preseason
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
for a rookie running back. I feel like that's pretty solid. I think Chris Rodriguez is just going to be that goal line, short yardage, 3rd and 1 kind of running back. You have Jeremy McNichols, who's a little bit smaller, can catch the ball a little bit. So I think he's going to be maybe a third down. I don't know. There's just so many questions about this running back room. Not bad. I think it's going to work great for the offense, but for fantasy reasons, I think this is just going to be just all over the place. If you start Bill, maybe Austin Eckler might go off. You start Austin Eckler, Bill might go off. So I think it's just a little bit too sketchy.
Yeah.
And I think probably, I don't know, maybe week 6, you might find some answers on who's going to be the starting running back.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that could be the case, right? Austin Eckler had a career low. Well, not a career low. 2017 was his rookie year, and he was behind. Melvin Gordon, I think.
Yes.
In
Yeah, he was.
well, it was San Diego at the time, I think. But anyways, but a career low in carries last year with 77, and he still only played in 12 games.
Yeah.
So
I'm
he missed 5 games and didn't have the workload. So I mean, Austin Eckler, the backfield might clear up by week 6 by way of Austin Eckler not being on the field due to injury. So we'll have to
Yeah.
see.
So I really hope Bill takes into form after week 6. He's on my bench, and I'm definitely looking forward to him to putting him in my flex, or maybe even a running back too if he takes over the starting job.
yeah. I hate running backs by committee on
Me too.
any for fantasy.
Yeah.
It's
And
so hard.
yeah,
Especially with the Commanders when they traded away Brian Robinson, it was like, well, you might as well just give up on like any trying to draft any players for that team because I traded for Brian Robinson in our dynasty league, and once I heard that he got traded, I was like, well, there goes my team. Bye. So
Hey,
it's
no, it's okay. You also have Christian McCaffrey.
no, I don't. I don't have
Oh, you
Christian
traded him
McCaffrey. I
away.
traded him away
he traded
because
away for picks.
yeah, I traded him away for picks. I traded
Was that the
Brian
pick
Robinson.
that you used to pick Quinshawn Judkins?
Yes, probably was. I was one of the two. So whatever. Yeah, it's rough. So all right,
It's gonna
all
get
right.
better.
What? Go ahead. What do you
It's
say?
gonna get better. Want to know why it's gonna get better?
Yeah. What?
Because we're gonna have a little Tinder game.
All right.
Oh,
So Tyler has our fantasy Tinder game here. The rules are swipe. Well, we're not gonna. Are we supposed to like swipe left or swipe right on the screen, or we're just gonna say
No,
left?
you don't have to
Just
swipe
say.
left.
I'm just saying. So if I don't, I've never been on Tinder. Tim has never been on Tinder. Tyler, I feel like you've been on Tinder more than us because you're young.
when I was
You were younger.
when I
You
was younger and single, yes, I was, but
okay?
not anymore for a long time.
Okay.
So we gotta play fantasy Tinder.
All right. So
let's do it.
we're
A little
gonna
bit more fun.
left. We're gonna say left or right. Left for bad, right for good.
Yeah, and this is basically if you want to start them this week, or if you like the player, just give me a left for if you don't like them, and then swipe right for if you do like them and you want them on your team, or you want them to start this week.
Okay.
And this is gonna be like quick. You have to like do it
Quick.
right away, like 2 seconds.
All right. All right. Go
All
for
right,
it.
All
you
right,
ready,
let's do
boys?
it. Yep.
We'll just so we'll go. You just ask me first or ask Tim first, and then we'll just go off each other.
Yeah, you guys just say left or right, whatever it is.
Cool.
All right, Kenneth Walker.
Right.
Let not. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'll go right just for week 1 though.
Okay. Marvin Harrison Jr.,
Right,
Right. Right.
Sam Laporta,
right,
Right.
Tyreek Hill,
Left.
left,
Scary Terry.
Left.
right,
Ooh, first controversy. Justin Jefferson.
right.
Right. Right if he's healthy. Left if he's not.
Ooh, tough
You
one.
have to start. You have to start Justin
You have
Jefferson
to,
if you
but
have
you
him.
have to play him. Justin, you drafted him in the first round, so you're
Yeah.
not playing him. So
Okay. There's a little bio on that little dating profile. I like it. Calvin Ridley.
Tall.
right.
Right,
Yep. Georgie Pickens.
Left.
right,
Travis
Just
Hunter.
right.
left.
Ooh, nice.
I
Here we
got to
go,
see it.
Tim. Here we go, Tim. Efton Chisholm.
Left for week 1.
I have no idea who
Ooh.
he is.
There's a super like on Tinder if you want to go swipe up.
Can I star? Can I star the profile and save for later?
Can I swipe up to stash him and see what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
You can swipe down for a later choice.
Okay. Okay.
Matthew Stafford.
Left.
Oh shit. I will go left. Damn it.
Oh, I think
That's so
I
far.
think this one's gonna be a swipe right for everyone. Spencer Rattler.
Oh my
Left.
God. Dude, that's a catfish profile.
Yeah, he's a catfish
You know
profile.
that.
If you if I know anything about some Tinders by watching that catfish show, it's like, yeah, Spencer Rattler is a freaking catfish, dude.
If you want to report a profile, just press the red
There
button.
you go.
Yeah, press the red button. Yeah.
All
Slamming
right.
the red button.
Okay, so
Jesus.
report on that one. Daniel Jones,
Right.
Left.
Isaiah Pacheco,
Right.
Right.
Travis Etienne,
I'm gonna go right.
Right.
DeAndre Swift,
Left.
Left.
Aaron Jones.
Left.
Right for week one.
Ooh, when they stay true to your
I gotta back it.
Darren Waller.
Left.
What's
Dude, he's
the
a grenade of
what's
epic
yeah?
proportions.
What's the don't ever show this me? Don't ever show this profile to me again.
Najee Harris,
Left.
Left.
RJ Harvey,
Left for week
Left.
one.
Tony Pollard.
Right.
Right.
Last but not least,
Bill.
Bill.
Left.
Left.
Ah, boo. That was the last one.
I gotta see it.
Yeah.
That committee.
I gotta see it too.
Yeah, I'll swipe left on Bill too. Just
We
for-
have to see, we have to see how that backfield shakes out. So,
Nice.
but
That was fun. I like that.
yeah, that was a good game.
We'll have to bring in more features next time.
We'll have to add some more stuff to that, but
Hunter Renfro.
left.
left.
Oh, come on, not my boy.
Okay, Josh, if you were to pick one profile on the list to message, who would it be?
Um, probably Travis Hunter.
Hmm.
I'll probably
Mine would
message him.
be mine would be Marv.
Marv. Okay, yeah, I messaged. Yeah, because I mean, if you're asking Travis Hunter, like he is the number two, he's gonna be the number two on this team. You're asking, can this is can Trevor Lawrence handle two of these guys? And I think he's just so special that like you cannot get away from it. So I to be quite honest, I'm probably gonna watch the Jaguars game just to see how he
Oh,
does.
for sure. And I'm super curious to see how it impacts
Yeah, and
BTJ.
yeah, yeah, because I
I
have
think I'd message. I think I'd message Darren Waller and just ask him, should we spark it up again?
sparked it up again.
Because he's an X-Raider.
Or you should
Um,
ask him what happened with between him and Kelsey. What's her last name? Did they break up or something?
I don't know.
Ballerini? No.
His fiance or something. I feel
Oh, I
like
don't
they
know.
broke up. Whatever. I could be wrong, but well, that was a fun game. We all hoped you enjoyed that game. We'll uh we'll probably do it again next week and add some more stuff to it. But thank you all for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ball Bros Don't Lie Podcast. Same thing with our TikTok, Ball Bros Don't Lie Podcast, and our Instagram. So please hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And good luck this week. It's week one. Games start tomorrow, or if you're listening to this today, game has started Thursday. So good luck week one, and yeah, let's go.
Godspeed.